Okay, guys, what's going on? I haven't had Salman on the channel for quite a while, and for you that know that he's somebody that speaks his mind, he says it how it is. He doesn't hold back. He doesn't mince his words, and he's a Crawford fan. We know that he likes Terence Crawford. He thinks Crawford's a special fighter. If you guys remember when Khan was fighting Terence Crawford, he said Terence Crawford would dismantle Khan, and he said Khan ain't winning that fight. And I was saying no, Khan's gonna win the fight. But he picked Terence Crawford from the onset and said that this isn't gonna be a contest. Salman, now there's talks that Kell Brook may fight Terence Crawford. Let me get straight to it. What chance are you giving Kell Brook against Terence Bud Crawford?
Not much, to be honest. I think personally, I don't think it's a good fight for Brook. Crawford, I think Crawford will batter him. Much like he did Horn. I just don't think that Brook's gonna stand any chance in that fight. He's probably going for a little payday, but I don't think it ends well with it. I don't think it ends well for him. Obviously, what can the promoter do, Eddie Hearn? He can't. If Brook wants to take that challenge, no one's gonna not go to fight the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. And I just think personally, we were talking. I think Brook will get stopped in 5-6 rounds. I just don't think he'll be able to match to the skill level of Crawford. I just think Crawford's just gonna batter him. I just think Crawford's gonna. It's not even gonna be a fight. It's just gonna be one-sided, and Crawford's just gonna beat him in 5-6 rounds, and probably the corner might stop it because he'll be getting battered so badly they'll just be like, let's just save him for another day. That's what I think's gonna happen, because I can't see him, in any way, shape, or form beating Terence Crawford unless a lucky punch lands, which I don't think he has that sort of power. That one-hitter quitter sort of power. So I can't see Kell Brook beating Terence Crawford. I think it's a one-sided fight, and I think he'll get stopped in 5 to 6 rounds.
I was giving my opinion. I said that I feel that Brook's got a chance where in the first 6 round he could land something big, and he could put obviously he's a big welterweight, use his size and physical advantage that he's got to hurt Terence Crawford. Some people think that this is a hard test for Terence Crawford, the toughest test at 147 pound for him. You were one before the Khan fight where you said Khan's got no chance against Terence Crawford. I'm telling you now. Is Brook a tougher fight for Terence Crawford than Khan?
I think Brook will show a bit more maybe resistance, but the thing is, when you're getting battered, it's not about how much resistance you have. Even in the Golovkin fight, we've seen that he's got resistance because he wanted to fight on, but when the corner's looking at it and you're getting beat up,
I do.
Trust me, sometimes when you're getting beat up like that, which I think he is going to get beat up, they're gonna have, they're gonna feel sorry for him in there, and they're gonna have to call certainly Dominic Ingle, he's not gonna, if he's getting beat up, he will throw in the towel.
Listen,
We've seen it.
I do.
He isn't gonna allow him to take too much punishment in there.
I do agree with you. I think if this fight goes past 6 rounds, I think Brook has only a shot at knocking him out in the first 6. I think if it goes past 6, I do agree with you. I think Crawford may start picking him apart, and it may start getting really ugly for Kell Brook in there. I always thought stylistically Kell Brook against a slick boxer, he would struggle. He is quite flat-footed. He is a guy that's never faced a world-level elite boxer that's going to box with you, that's going to look to win rounds, that's going to look to pick you apart. He's fought guys like Porter, Spence,
it's not
and
even
Golovkin.
he doesn't even look to win rounds. He just beats you up, man, Crawford. Against Horn, I don't know whether you lot seen that fight. He beat Horn up, man. He beat a big welterweight up. He beat him up, actually physically beat a big welterweight. He's one of probably the biggest welterweights, and he just took him out in 7-8 rounds. I
don't rate Horn. I think Kell Brook's a lot better than Horn. He's a lot more talented, a lot better than Horn. But again, I don't see how once Crawford weathers the storm, how Kell Brook's gonna get through. Do you think Kell Brook has the power to take Crawford out in the first 6?
I don't think so. I've not seen. Have you seen Crawford? The thing is, I don't think so, because I don't think Crawford's gonna go, even if he was to get put down, it's not gonna be enough. I don't think Kell Brook has enough power. I've not seen a highlight. Brook's not really a big puncher, and I don't think it's gonna phase Terence Crawford. I think he's probably sparred with bigger punchers than Kell Brook. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think Kell Brook's power is enough. I don't think he has enough power to knock Terence Crawford. Whereas if it was someone like Danny Garcia, all right, yeah, he's got that one punch. If that lands clean, anything's possible. But Brook just doesn't have that power.
If you look at Brook at world level, he fought Spence, he fought Porter, he fought Golovkin. Let's not look at the lower level fights because obviously they weren't world level. Crawford's obviously one of the best. So let's compare his fights. Did he really put a dent in Porter? Did he really put a dent in Spence? Obviously Golovkin's a middleweight.
Look, as Errol Spence said, right, Sky Sports had Kell Brook losing that fight against Terence Crawford, right? Against Porter. Sean Porter. So he's not even really convincingly won at world level, or even he's not even really fought anyone at world level. If you look at it, who's he fought? Golovkin, he lost convincingly. Errol Spence, it was a good fight, but he got worn down and got knocked out, by inexperienced Errol Spence. So, he beat Sean Porter, but that could have gone either way. So he's never really won convincingly, where you can say that. And to be honest, even at welterweight, he's not one of the best welterweights anyways. I think Danny Garcia was better than Kell Brook. I think Keith Thurman's better than Kell Brook. I think now Sean Porter's better than Kell Brook. So where does he really stand?
So what are you saying? You're saying currently, right now, Kell Brook's not one of the best.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, he's not.
I don't think so.
He's not, for sure.
I think there's some maybe some. There's up and coming welterweights that are probably better than him. I don't know their names, but
Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah, that guy. There's another one or something. Oscar De La Hoya, is that?
No. What another?
The one that fought Samuel Vargas and absolutely.
Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah. Oh man, Kell Brook, let's not fight him. I'm telling you, Virgil Ortiz, he would destroy.
Yeah, but they're young guys.
I see. Honestly,
Virgil
I
Ortiz.
seen Khan versus Vargas, and that was a good fight. But Virgil Ortiz versus Samuel Vargas was a one-sided.
Virgil Ortiz beats Khan and Brook. He batters them both.
He's a talented fighter.
Yeah, you gotta realize there's a guy on the up. These are guys on the way out. But if we talk about Crawford, so you're giving Brook no chance whatsoever.
No, he's not. He's gonna get beat up badly. He's not. He doesn't have a chance. I don't even think Brook was as good as someone like a Yuriokas Gamboa. I don't even think Brook's that good. Those guys, they were good fighters. I don't think even Brook's that good, to be honest. Where I think Gamboa was a harder fight for Crawford.
But the thing is, when you look at Brook's career, he beat Sean Porter. Fair enough. You say it was a close fight. Yeah, fair enough. We give Brook the benefit of doubt. He went to the guy's backyard. He beat him. All right, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Right. But apart from that, we haven't really seen it. We haven't really seen him at world.
Probably beat Matthew Hatton or.
Yeah, but apart from that, at world level, we haven't really seen much of Kell Brook. We haven't really seen.
He's never really operated at the world level for many fights. He's probably fought 2-3 fights at world level. That's not good enough. The thing is with Brook, he's beaten lower level fighters. He hasn't got anyone on his resume where he can really say, all right, yeah, I've beaten this guy. Even Sean Porter, he's the okay fighter. He's not world level. He's below that. We've seen it. He lost against Keith Thurman. He lost against Errol Spence. He lose against Pacquiao.
I don't think Sean Porter's not world. Sean Porter's world level. Come on.
No, he's one of the best, but he's not in the top 3.
I get what you're saying. You don't think he's elite. You don't think Sean Porter's elite.
I think the top 3 probably in the welterweight, probably Keith Thurman, not even Keith Thurman anymore. I think it's Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence, and Terence Crawford. They're the 3 best welterweights.
Not in order. Who do you think's the best?
If you look at it right now, you'll probably have to go, in my opinion, Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao. Terence Crawford, and then Manny Pacquiao.
And then 4th?
Probably Keith Thurman. And then probably Sean Porter, I guess.
So what about Danny Garcia?
Yeah, he'll probably. I think Sean Porter beat Danny Garcia.
Do you think Danny Garcia has a chance against Errol Spence?
No, I don't think so either. Because the thing is, he's flat-footed, And, you know, he's going to just be looking for that one punch, and he's not going to be giving Spence no angles. It's very easy to beat a fighter like that. You know, Spence will just beat him at the end of his jab, and, you know, that fight's a very easy fight for Spence.
If we come back to Brook, right? First 6 rounds, Brook jumps on Crawford, right? Looks to use his size.
I don't think that's a good tactic, because the thing is, I think Crawford would want him to do that, because if you lot don't know, Crawford's a counter puncher. He likes people coming onto him, so then he lets his hands go like that. I don't know whether you've seen the Horn fight. Horn tried to press him in the same way, and it didn't end well for Horn.
Horn doesn't have the technical ability.
I don't think Kell Brook has that sort of technical ability either to press Crawford. You know, I just don't.
No,
think
but when you say that, Kell Brook puts his punches together a lot better.
But I don't think I still think if he tries to press Crawford, I think it'll probably work. I think it'll work in Crawford's favor. I think Crawford will just pick him off if he does that, and that's what I mean by he'll get battered, because he'll try just come forward thinking that I'm going to knock this guy Spark out, but then what's going to actually happen? He's going to be the one getting battered, because he's just going to get picked off by doing that. He can't just come straight forward and think that, he's going to have to box with him a bit, and, you know, he isn't just going to come forward like a bull and just think that, trust me, if he comes forward like that, he's going to get picked apart like his other opponents. And I've seen it with Crawford. The ones that actually do well are the ones that actually try to box, not the ones that just come forward trying to knock his head off. They get beat up. Like, look at it. Gamboa, he came forward, got beat up.
Like I said, Brook, he's never faced a slick boxer. If you look at his career, he's only faced guys like Golovkin, Porter, and Errol Spence who want to come forward and beat the crap out of you. And I actually think Brook beats Danny Garcia. Personally, I think Brook in his prime would have beaten Danny Garcia, because Danny Garcia is a small welterweight. Brook's a massive welterweight. Brook's got a good chin. And I think Brook puts his punches together, and I think he would have troubled. Obviously, he wouldn't have knocked Garcia out, but in my opinion, he would have won on points. I think he would have done a job on Garcia. However, I think stylistically, Crawford's all wrong for Brook. The only chance Brook has, like you said, if he lands something big and he hurts Crawford, you know, which can happen is boxing. But stylistically, I think Porter was an easier fight for Brook than Devon Alexander. Even though Porter beat Devon Alexander, I think a slick boxer, would give Kell Brook a lot of trouble. And Crawford is a boxer. Kell Brook, from what I've seen, likes guys like Errol Spence that come onto him so he can have a fight. He's never had to...
This guy can't just fight southpaw. This guy can fight orthodox southpaw. You don't know what this guy can do in the ring, man. Crawford will mix it up, man. He'll get confused in the ring, Kell Brook. He's not... You know, this guy...
He's never mixed it with a level of fighter like that. He's never... Kell Brook. He's never mixed it...
This guy... Look, exactly. So, there's no one that Kell Brook's fight, even Golovkin or Spence, can... You know, the thing is, the array of things that Crawford can do in the ring, not even Spence can do. Spence can't fight orthodox. He just fights southpaw, his normal stance. He can't do those different things. Those different things are going to, you know...
Yeah, he's got a lot in his arsenal.
I personally feel that I think what he'll do in that fight, he'll fight a couple rounds southpaw, a couple rounds orthodox, and Brook's never going to be able to adjust. The thing is, with Spence, he was able to adjust because obviously he's just one way. But
it is a hard...
With Crawford, you can't adjust to the guy. Look at Khan, man. He said you couldn't adjust because he's just going to do different things.
Yeah, but the thing is, what about Crawford's chin? Crawford's chin, he's been hurt by Gamboa, he's been put down by Kavalauskas. And Brook is a big welterweight, and he can definitely hit him on the chin. And if Kavalauskas can put him down, why can't Brook put him down?
To be honest, that Kavalauskas thing, that wasn't a legitimate knockdown in my eyes. That was just like, you know, when you just kind of, you know, he kind of really got pushed. I don't think it was a flush knockdown where you can say, oh shit,
I think he landed a big punch.
The thing is, the referee wasn't counting. He wasn't badly hurt. He wasn't like he was back. Like in the Gamboa fight, you've seen his legs go a bit for like 10 seconds. But even then, he was gone. I don't know whether you lot watched that round. I think Crawford knocked him out in the same round. So how hurt must someone be? Like, yeah, he got hit with a good punch, but it wasn't that hard of a punch where he was like...
give me the break.
He's got a good chin, to be honest.
Give me a breakdown then. So you think...
I think Brook's going to come out, do what you said, just go at him. Because Brook's going to think that, listen, I can't win on points, right? So I'm just going to come at him. And the thing is, what's going to happen then? He's just going to walk onto loads of shots and get stopped in 5-6. Because don't be surprised if he quits. Don't be surprised if the corner just throws in the towel.
Yeah, but that's not quitting if the corner throws in the towel.
Yeah, but mark my words. Mark my words. Don't be surprised if that happens. I will not be surprised because
I can see that happening. I can see that happening.
Why I can see that happening is because the only game plan he can listen, they're not going to come and say, oh yeah, we're going to box with this guy for 12 rounds because he isn't going to win. The only way he's going to win, they're going to be like, oh, you need to land a big shot. And, you know, the corner's going to know that if this guy's going to start getting battered in 5, if they can see his face gets marked up a few bits, they're going to pull him out for sure. Because the thing is, those guys are not like, you know, I've seen like Domingo, he's going to pull him out. As soon as he sees him a bit hurt and he can't really win the fight, he's just going to get pulled out.
Yeah,
he's not really a guy like Margarito where he's just going to go out until he's...
Yeah, but it's not sensible. It's not sensible to fight on if you can't win the fight. Here's what I'd say to end this video. Is that I think that Kell Brook has a chance. I don't think it's as easy as Salman thinks, but like I said, he's a Crawford fan and he said that about Khan. He said that Khan would get battered. So when he fought Crawford because he thinks Crawford's the best. So in my opinion, I think Kell Brook's got a chance in the first 6. If he doesn't do anything in the first 6, I think it's going to get ugly and it's going to get messy, and I think he'll get stopped later on in the fight. But who knows? Let's see. It's boxing. Anything can happen. We've seen massive upsets before. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.